do the warm up that's at the front of the page. It's evaluating functions. We have two functions, F and G, and we are subbing values in. Just write your warm up on a sheet of paper and keep up with it because I will check it after we've done about 10 warm ups. You know what? Let me share my screen in a different way so that I can also take attendance. So I think we're just waiting on Aaron. Okay, so you guys should be able to see the warm-up screen only, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. And I believe Mr. Hardy called us all the other day, and there's a new rule that everybody has to have their camera on because people are skipping. So please have your camera on. If for some reason you have you just really don't want your camera on for any reason at all, just send me a message and it's fine. You can have your camera off. But unless there's an extreme reason and you send me a message about it, I need all of you to have your cameras on, and it's not my rule, and I'm sorry. Okay, so Francesca, are you here?
Yes.
All right, perfect. All right, so I think everybody's here. Oh, except, is Aaron here yet? I think Aaron is not here yet, but everybody else should be here. How's the warm-up going? Do you guys need a minute?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you guys a minute and then I'll start calling on you to answer this warm-up. All right, y'all ready? Okay, so there should be Aaron. Is Aaron here yet now at this point? Nope, I'm sorry. And I just took away the warm up from you. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and write this down and then I'm gonna share my document camera so that we can go through it together. It also mentions an h of x. That h of x shouldn't be in there. But so, oh look, Aaron, you made it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the document camera. The warm-up should be up for a little while longer while I'm switching. Okay. And Aaron, I said this before you guys all came in, but Mr. Hardy made a new rule that everybody has to have their video camera on unless you have something like really, some really vital reason why you can't have it on. If that's the case, just send me a message and then I'll exempt you from that policy. But otherwise, everybody's camera's got to be on today. Okay, so we have our warm up. Ignore this. This was a picture I sent to another student to answer a question. Okay, so it gives us f of x and g of x, and it asks us to find each of these things. There are 4 of you, so each of you gets to do part of the warm up. So Tanaya, can you help me out with f of 7? What's that going to look like? Need a minute. So Tanaya, you don't have to have the answer right off top of your head, but this is our function f of x, and instead of an x, we're filling in a 7. So can you tell me what that's going to be? And make sure you're unmuted because I can't hear you if you're talking.
I got 21.
That's correct. So let's set it up first. So how'd you get that 21?
Basically, I did a 3 for x, and then I just did multiply.
Well, three's already in the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just copy that down, and then you did 7 for x.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And 3 times 7 is 21. So very good, Tanaya. Thank you. Francesca, which problem would you like to do? I'll label them A, B, C, or D so that it's easy to tell me which one you want to do.
B.
All right, let's do B. So we're doing f of -9. So we're subbing in -9 for x. So my f function is 3x. How should I write that out before I take the product?
3 times -9.
Perfect. And 3 times -9 is?
-27.
Yes, -27. Very good. All right. Then Aaron, you can pick C or D since you came in late. I'll let you tell me whichever one you got to first. Aaron, are you there?
I'm gonna try C.
Okay, you're gonna do C?
Yeah.
All right, make sure your camera's on so I can see it switch to you.
Is it not on?
I don't. Let me check. Oh, you're here. I'm sorry, that's my bad.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so G of 7. So how am I gonna write it before I get my final answer?
G parentheses 7 close parentheses equals 10 times 7 plus 4.
Perfect. All right, and 10 times 7 is?
70.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna add 4 to that, and 70 plus 4 is?
74.
Perfect. All right, that's part C. And Brandy, you get to do G of -9. So Brandy, are you there?
Oh, sorry, I was muted.
That's okay.
You would do G over G parentheses -9
Perfect.
equals would you do 10
Mm-hmm.
over negative minus negative 9.
Yeah, 10 times negative 9 because the 10 and the x are multiplied.
Yeah.
We're replacing x with negative 9, and then we're going to add what to that?
4.
Perfect. And 10 times negative 9 is?
90.
Negative 90, yeah. And then we're going to add 4. What's negative 90 plus 4?
Negative 94. Well, 90.
Not quite. It is a negative solution because negative 90 is a bigger number than 4. But we're taking negative 90. Like, say you owe Erin $90 and then you give her $4. How much money do you still owe her?
86.
Yeah, perfect. So negative 86. All right. All right. What questions do you guys have on that warm up? You guys did a great job. Thank you. Okay. I'm assuming that means no questions. If you do, please interrupt so that I can answer them. So today on our agenda, so let's go ahead and look at our agenda for today. We have some notes we're going to take. And then I have a card sort activity for you to do. So let's look at our meeting agenda. And then you should have some homework. So there is a PowerPoint to go with these notes. I'll go ahead and open that up. And these notes are written on what? Oh, I clicked on the notes because I'm going crazy apparently. So there are notes that go specifically with this. You can print out. If you have access to a printer, go ahead and print them out. That's fine. If you do not, that's also great. You can just follow along and write this down on a sheet of notebook paper. And I'll try to write fairly slowly so that you guys can keep up. So you guys should at this point see both the document camera with the notes and the little PowerPoint, correct?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Okay, so y'all ready to start? You have notebook paper and are ready to go? Does anybody need a minute? Okay, so this is our Honors 2A function notation and representation. So this should be a review for you. But we're going to go through it just to make sure that you guys are up to speed. And it's kind of a nice soft introduction into the curriculum for this week. So function notation, functions are rules. So as we just saw, they're going to look something like f of x equals some algebraic expression. And this is, we define it as a rule because we're taking all of our x values and we're always doing this process to them, okay? And you can think of this as like a little machine where we have our inputs, okay? And our little machine takes those things, and then in this case, it's going to take whatever thing you put in and it's going to square it, and then it's going to output something else. So when we square, let's say we input maybe a 2 and we square that 2, our output is going to end up being a 4, okay? So it just depends on what you stick in, and then what rule you have. You do that same rule to every single input, and then you get a certain output, okay? So a function, let's see. Oh, you know what? I am like starting on the back of this on accident.